Hey Blender fans, here's a video about Blender 2.8 again and the new Python API. I implemented an example add-on for a draggable panel that is painted into the 3D view by using the GPU module. Perhaps later on it will be a kind of UI widget library. I uploaded it to my GitHub. The link to the page is added to the description below and you can get it from there for free. So let's see it in action. You can activate the drawing to the 3D view by pressing Shift, Ctrl and F. Then a simple panel is painted and you can drag it around with the mouse. This can be used to create draggable UI panels, for example, to display options, images or whatever. I'm sure you get the idea and I will add more widgets to it. As you can see, when you are not dragging the panel, you can still navigate or use the objects in the 3D view. When you press Escape, the panel is hidden again. Okay, so I will show you now how this is implemented. This is the init file for the add-on in which I register a modal operator that are called dp_ot_draw operator. To activate it, you can use the shortcut Shift, F and Ctrl that are added here to the key map. I wrap the panel in a Python class called dragPanel and I define it as a member variable of the operator. I can also set the background color of this panel by using a method that I added which is named setColor. So when I uncomment this and start the add-on now, you can see that the panel is painted in red. Okay, to paint into the 3D view, I already showed this in the previous tutorial, I register a draw callback method. I'll come back to this in a moment. In the modal method of the operator, I call the method handleEvent of my panel that checks if the user is dragging the panel. In this case, I return running modal to avoid the interaction with the objects in the 3D view. In the callback that I registered, I call the method draw of my panel. This is a custom Python class that I implemented, so let's open this and see how this is done. It has member variables to store the position, dimensions and color of the panel, and also a state to indicate if the panel is dragged by the user. In the draw method, I draw a geometry badge of a built-in shader, like I do it for my screencast keys add-on, and the geometry is calculated in the update method, in which I define the vertices of the panel. The drag offset is taken into account and then I create the shader and the geometry badge that I'm caching as long as the panel isn't updated. In the handleEvent method, I check if the user has pressed the left mouse button to drag the panel. Here I store this state and release it again in the mouseUp method. On the mouseMove event, I call the method mouseMove, and in this method I check if the user is currently dragging the panel. This isDrag state is set to true if the mouse cursor is inside of the rectangle of the panel, and this is checked in the mouseDown method. And in mouseMove, if the panel is dragged, the geometry and the position is recalculated. Yeah, and this is the prototype of my draggable panel. You can import and instantiate it in your own add-ons and use it to draw into the 3D view. I will add more widgets like buttons or labels, and perhaps you also have some cool ideas, just add these to the comments below. What I also added is transparency for the panel. To do this, I imported the BGL, the OpenGL module, and before I draw the panel, I enable GL Blend. And now the fourth parameter of the color tuple defines the transparency of the panel. So when you set it to a value lower than 1, you make it transparent. In this example, I set it to 0.5 and then I start the add-on again, press Ctrl, Shift and F, and when I drag the panel now around, you can see that it is transparent. So guys, as I said, get this experimental add-on from my GitHub page for free, and also feel free to add ideas for new features to the comments below. And if you want to support me, think about being my patron and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for this, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on JNM.